The Heroes vs. Aliens crossover continues, and now things are going to get intense. Hello everyone, Mega Man NG here, and we return now with the second part of the Heroes vs. Aliens crossover review. Today we're focusing on The Flash, as I provide my thoughts on yesterday's episode, Invasion. And before anybody asks, yes, you're going to be seeing this episode name 3 times. This is the first. So here's the deal. I'll be providing my thoughts on a little bit of a summary, what I liked, disliked about, etc., and my thoughts. Let's begin. Continuing from the events of the Supergirl episode Medusa, Barry and Cisco of Earth 1 find Kara Zor-El of Earth 39, and they bring her to their world. What for exactly? To team up to stop an alien menace. And we learn that the alien menace, the Dominators, have already made their move. They've already kidnapped the president, and forced heroes against each other via mind control. Now it's up to Barry and Oliver to not only save their friends, but stop the Dominators, if they can. Not much of a summary or whatnot, but yeah, I'm already flipping out on my lines that it's getting way too messy. But anyway, this episode was very, very, very solid. I loved it. A very good episode. This is where the crossover officially begins, with all the heroes uniting together for a righteous cause. And all the actors had amazing chemistry with each other. The chemistry is there. It is very there. I loved it. And that chemistry contributes to a lot of the good moments in action, humor, especially with Barry and Oliver, and some emotional bits which happen in the episode itself. Though if I were to make a little nitpick, is that this episode focused more on the events of what Barry did in Flashpoint than the aliens themselves. I mean, this does answer a lot of questions, one of them being relating to a bit from Legends of Tomorrow, where Jefferson and Professor Stein find a recording of Barry Allen from the year 2056 relaying to Rip Hunter about the events of what he did in Flashpoint, setting up Flashpoint, changing the world, and changing the lives of everyone he knew. And it's really sad, and when everyone found out, they were shocked. Even Sarah was shocked, because she wanted to kill Damien Dark so badly, but she couldn't, because she didn't want to change history over a selfish reason. Barry did, and it ended up creating a whole lot of consequences for everybody. Even Cisco is still reeling from it, still to this day. I really feel bad for Cisco, but his actor did a great job. There is a subplot in this episode, and it centers on Wally West. Wally West is a speedster, no doubt about it. But the problem is that Iris and Joe are still having doubts, and they don't want Wally to be a hero or do anything reckless. Wally wants to do some good, but his sister and his dad say otherwise. Of course, it takes a little bit of convincing from HR to maybe do a little bit of training before it actually happens. And I really did like this subplot. And this little subplot story about Wally being a speedster is shaping up to be very good. I liked it. I liked it a lot. And I'm growing to like Wally West as a character. I liked Wally even better when he was in the Kid Flash costume in episode 1. And I hope that when Wally does get his costume, we actually do get to see Kid Flash kick butt. Just like in the comics of DC Rebirth. But like I said, the episode was very solid. We get to see the Dominators for the first time, and the Dominators look very scary and threatening. It's a bit of a CGI mix, but it's pretty solid. And their plan was pretty smart, using a device to turn heroes against each other and forcing Oliver and Barry to try to stop them. It was very good. And my favorite moment from the episode was the chase scene at the end between Flash and Supergirl. Both were really fast, and Barry had to do whatever he could to outwit Kara Zor-El. And he did. And it was very, very good. I was on the edge of my seat. I loved it. I loved it so much, I had to replay that scene again just to see how insane it was. It lasted a good few minutes, but it was very, very intense. It really was. Of course, nothing prepared me for what happened in the end when most of the heroes getting zoomed away by the aliens. What's going to happen? Who knows for sure, but we'll find out in part 3 in the events of Arrow. Bottom line, I really did like the episode. There was some good action, some good emotion, definitely, answering some important questions from events in Legends of Tomorrow, and the chemistry was very strong. The subplot actually was good, though it made me wish we actually focused more on the aliens than what Barry had done. And the Flashpoint effects are still lingering. And they're going to still be Arf for the rest of the series, unless it gets undone for some inexplicable reason. I don't really know, and I don't really know for sure. Anyway, I give this episode an 8.5 out of 10. It is a very solid, very well done episode. I liked it a lot. I really wish that it would focus more on the aliens, like I said, but it was pretty good. I really mean it. The chemistry was there, the action was there, the emotion, the humor, everything about it was very solid, and the characters really helped steal the show. I really am liking it. Now I hope it can be consistent from one part to the next, and maybe part 3 can be just as good. We don't know for sure because of what Arrow's track record has been so far. I don't know. I got out of Arrow after season 4 when Laurel Lance died, and it kind of got me mad. Made worse is that it focused way too much on Olicity, Oliver, and Felicity, and I kind of grew tired of it. I just couldn't stand it. It pretty much killed it for me. But there are some good things about season 5. I'm only hoping, who knows. So bottom line's an 8.5 from me. And I'm liking it big time. And we do actually know where Supergirl Earth is from. Earth 39, whereas the main Arrowverse is in Earth 1. We already know that Jay Garrick's Earth is Earth 3. But who knows if we'll ever see any multiverse travel. I want to see at least an Earth where a different Wally West, the Wally West that many of us grew up with, is the Flash. I want to see that happen. But you want to know what makes me wonder? I have to ask everybody this. I don't really know, but I want to ask. What actor do you feel should be able to play Wally West? And not the Wally West that we have in the show. I mean the Wally West that eventually became the Flash after the events of Crisis on Infinite Earths. He is still around now in DC Rebirth, and he's got a new costume. And it makes me wonder if the series will ever have an episode where Barry travels to an Earth where Wally West, the Wally West that we know and we've seen with the one with like curly hair and whatnot, becomes the Flash. I hope to hear from what you guys think of what actor should fit the bill for this Wally West. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it for this review. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, please be sure to hit the like button. It really does mean a lot to me. Please be sure to subscribe so that way you'll be in touch of when I'll be uploading the next part of the crossover. Click on the little bell too so that way you'll know when I'll upload next. And if you want to support me and help this channel out, please be sure to check out my Patreon. So that's it for this review, and I'll be seeing you guys tomorrow for part 3, where we head to Arrow and find out what's really up. This is Mega Man NG signing off. Peace out.